The air in the pyramid chamber thrummed with a discordant energy, the fractured crystal at its center pulsating with sickly violet light. Vogel, favoring a bruised arm, stalked toward them, the ornate dagger in his grip radiating an unnatural chill. "Foolish mortals," he hissed, his voice echoing off the towering carvings. "You believe your paltry ritual can bind a power that predates your petty nations. Caesura belongs to the Reich." Cardell raised a hand, his resonant voice cutting through Vogel's rant. "The resonance is not a weapon, Vogel. It is a balance. You seek to corrupt it for your own ends." "Balance is weakness," Vogel spat, gesturing to his soldiers who fan out, rifles raised. "The Fuhrer demands results, and Caesura's power will be his." Rhys, his revolver steady, positioned himself between Amelia and the advancing soldiers. "Let's not make this any harder than it needs to be, Vogel." Amelia, ignoring the tense standoff, focused on the ancient glyphs surrounding the crystal. They were more complex than she initially thought, each symbol intertwined with a celestial alignment. "The incantation requires a specific sequence, Rhys. Can you distract them?" Rhys nodded grimly. "That's what I do best." With a sudden burst of speed he charged, drawing fire from the Nazi soldiers. The chamber erupted in a chaotic dance of gunfire and shouted orders. Carlo, with surprising agility for a man of his age, moved to reinforce Rhys, his own movements fluid and graceful. "The key lies in the third verse, Amelia. The serpent's eye must align with the star of evil." Amelia chanted, her voice rising above the gunfire. The glyphs began to glow, responding to her words. The violet light emanating from the crystal intensified, casting grotesque shadows across the chamber walls. Vogel, enraged by the defiance, lunged toward her, dagger raised. "You cannot stop me," he roared, attempting to disrupt the ritual. Rhys intercepted him, a brutal exchange of blows erupting between them. Vogel, fueled by fanaticism, proved a formidable opponent, his movement precise and ruthless. But Rhys, with his years of experience, matched him blow for blow, slowly gaining the upper hand. "The serpent's eye," Amelia cried, her voice strained. She adjusted her position, focusing her will on the central glyph. A beam of light shot from her hand, striking a corresponding point on the crystal. The crystal shuddered violently. The violet light receded, replaced by a pure, shimmering white. The room fell silent, the only sound Amelia's ragged breathing. Suddenly a guttural laugh echoed through the chamber. The shadows deepened, coalescing into a towering form the Shadow Lord. "A temporary reprieve, little mortal," he boomed, his voice a chilling resonance. "You have merely delayed the inevitable. Caesura will be mine." He raised a skeletal hand, tendrils of darkness snaking out towards Amelia and Rhys. But before he could strike, Carlo stepped forward, placing a hand on the crystal. "You are not welcome here, Ancient One," Carlo declared, his voice filled with authority. "This city is protected." The Shadow Lord recoiled, his form flickering. "You cannot contain me, old man. My power is boundless." Rhys seized the opportunity, firing a volley of shots at the Shadow Lord. The bullets seemed to pass right through him, doing no apparent damage. "He's intangible," Rhys shouted. "We need another way." Amelia, her mind racing, scanned the glyphs again. The final verse it speaks of a binding stone, hidden deep within the city. "It's the only thing that can truly contain him." "Where?" Rhys demanded, launching a blast of dark energy. "The Temple of the Silent Gods," Carlo answered, his eyes fixed on the Shadow Lord. "It is a dangerous place, guarded by ancient traps." "No time to argue," Amelia said, turning to Carlo. "Can you guide us?" Carlo nodded. "I will lead you, but be warned, the path is fraught with peril. The Shadow Lord's influence is growing stronger." Vogel, seizing his opportunity amidst the chaos, broke free from the struggle with Rhys and lunged toward Amelia, his eyes burning with hatred. "You haven't won. The Reich will have Caesura." Before he could reach her, Rhys tackled him, sending him crashing into a pile of rubble. "We'll see about that," Vogel Rhys growled. "Go!" Amelia yelled to Rhys and Carlyle. "I'll cover you." With a final glance at Amelia, Rhys and Carlyle turned and disappeared into the labyrinthine corridors of the pyramid. Vogel struggled to his feet, spitting curses as Amelia aimed her pistol at him. "This isn't over," he snarled, then vanished into the shadows, leaving Amelia alone in the echoing chamber. The air crackled with residual energy, the threat of the Shadow Lord hanging heavy in the silence. Amelia knew that their journey had only just begun. The Temple of the Silent Gods awaited, and with it, the final, desperate chance to save Caesura and perhaps the